All right, some breaking news coming in at this moment. The Supreme Court has granted relief for one of the two Italian Marines accused of killing fishermen several years ago. The Apex Court has allowed Salvatore Girone to go home to Italy. The Supreme Court order has come after the order of the International Tribunal. Next date of hearing is the 20th of September. Let's quickly go across to Anusha Soni at this moment. Now, Anusha, we do know that this matter went to the International Tribunal and there perhaps what happened was something that cannot be seen as favorable from India's point of view. Now, this latest, what sort of a response are we getting?
Sanket, broadly understand this order. If you remember earlier in April, there was an order that had come from the International Tribunal for the Laws of Peace, as you mentioned. Now, that order, Italy had its side of the story saying that, it was a relief to the Italian authorities. And at the same time, we also had the Finance Minister, Arun Jaitley, coming out and saying that the order did uphold the sovereignty of the Supreme Court. If you read that order in detail, there are various paragraphs that talk about the sovereignty of the Supreme Court and how India continues to have a jurisdiction on this matter. Now, this return of another Italian Marine, he was stationed in India for the last 4.5 years. He was living in the Italian embassy in New Delhi. Today, he's been allowed to return. Now, one of the very crucial points to note here is that this matter has raised a lot of political storm. Much has been talked about how the sovereignty of India should be upheld. However, what the government has told today, the Supreme Court, is the fact that they are supporting the return of Girone to Italy. That's what they have said. They've also said that they are supporting this return after imposing certain conditions. One of the conditions is that he will have to surrender his passport to the Indian embassy in Italy. Also, he will have to report to a police station. Also, the Supreme Court has imposed a condition that if there is any further adverse order from the International Tribunal or from the Supreme Court of India, Sergeant Girone will have to return to the country. Now, keeping all of these humanitarian, quote-unquote, grounds into mind, the Supreme Court today gave effect to the order of the International Tribunal which had come. But clearly, if you look aside and beyond the complexities of the arguments here, this is a huge relief for Italy. This is a huge relief for Girone, who was stationed in India for the past 4.5 years. He will be able to now return to Italy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Many thanks for joining us at this moment, Anusha.